about more about the social entrepreneurship subject of the School of Management?
That's a very hard question to answer.
And objectives. The objectives of the subject.
Well, it's common knowledge that we have a lot of NGOs in the Philippines, and we have very helpful people who want to do something for the marginalized communities. Unfortunately, many of these projects are not sustainable, nor are they scalable. So, in the LS127 Social Entrepreneurship class, we thought that we should address those two things. In many NGO projects, kasi, what happens is that they just hire workers. So there is really no empowerment. Because the job is a job, whether you do it in an NGO or you do it in any other country. So we felt that we do not really help them if we just give them work. We need to make them owners of the project. That's a different difference.
So what prompted you to offer the course?
Well, in the LS127, which initially was purely for business projects, we were doing a lot of NGOs for their audit taxes, for their audit component. So, in a sense, I guess because of the philosophy of the Ateneo, about fathers, there will be some social entrepreneurship projects as well as audits for NGOs. And Professor Harvey, who's with the Philology Department, has had this course already about social entrepreneurship. And I believe he felt that the business department as well as School of Business would be able to help him. So we collaborated. So he is providing the theology component, and we at the SAP were providing the business component.
So how would you describe your students? What were their reactions toward the social entrepreneur? Very open about it? What initial reaction?
I think the better question is what was my reaction, because I did not expect a big class, because I thought that it would be a very tough class, because aside from the business component, they will have to look to create, manage within a theological framework. And that being the case, I thought that this group of students would have a harder time. But I was surprised that it was a regular class that excites. In terms of them having difficulties, I think in the beginning, I think they're the best persons to ask. But nonetheless, I think in the beginning it was really relating with the marginalized sectors. We have to be honest here. I think there's, because of the economic divide, there's some effort needed in facilitating that communication. And I guess the students, or the young people today, being the way they are, results-oriented, very focused, goal-oriented or goal-focused, and we find a marginalized group that's very slow, will not function as strictly as talking opinion would in his fourth year. So, and of course, the commute is difficult. That's why the ST was very careful in choosing those activities. Because we safety of the students was very important.
So, what are the comments regarding the social ethic class? Were there positive on the part of the professors and the management? So, what are the positive and negative comments about it?
Well, my realization is it can be done. In the beginning, I was one of the doubting Thomases, that I felt that it would be very hard. Well, I was proven right in that sense. It was very hard. But my happy realization was that it could be done.
So, how would you evaluate the subject? Would you recommend it for its continuation next year?
Certainly, yes. In fact, last month, I think, or a couple of months ago, we talked to Joy Belmonte, the daughter of our mayor, because they have also a problem. The problem is we have many squatters in Quezon City. I think 40% of the squatters are in Quezon City. I'm not very sure, but I think it's a very big percentage. And their problem is, of course, employment generation, empowerment, etc., etc. And they don't know, they have come up with many training programs, and many of their communities are well trained in terms of soap making, soap making, candle making, pillow making, etc. The problem is they have no market. They don't have the skills to market it, to conceptualize it. They don't have the network to reach people. And when Joy and her team came to us, we felt that we can do it, connect them, because our students will do the legwork in terms of the conceptualizing. The community can do the legwork in terms of the actual physical labor. And in a sense, because the professors are there with them, that's free consultation, which will be very expensive side. And the connections of the Ateneo team, in a sense, of the entire university, in fact, because by then you'll be able to tap bigger markets, in a sense like what happened to Red Street, when they tapped this guy, what's the name of this guy, Rahul Morel, it opened the global market. So networking is very important in business.
What are the implications of the social entrance class in terms of education and development?
Sagutin mo natin Sagutin mo natin
I see.
Alam ko, maybe.
What are the implications of the social entrance classes in terms of education and development?
I think it brought to life what the Atenean has been taught from day one. From others. And in so many ways, man, social excellence. Because you cannot come up with a mediocre product because you will not be able to sell it. I think it's putting to work and operationalizing everything that the academic philosophy stood for.
So, by any chance, do you know other universities offering the program?
I really wouldn't know. I honestly cannot say anything about that. But most likely, I think they will. Wala? Okay, thank you.
Okay, ay, natanong mo yung last thing sa education. Okay. Okay, thank you po. Paano to stop?
2 minutes material.